Hi everyone. Tonight I'm here to talk a little bit about smudging. So I'm kind of going to go over why I smudge, how what I use for smudging. Um, yeah, a little bit of everything. So I guess it all started with my cards. So when I do my tarot readings, I smudge my cards. And I've been asked why I do this. And the reason why I do it is I've been told that it releases negative energies. And I really do believe it because I feel like um, my cards speak to me and I can feel the energies from my cards. Yeah, so I also, not only do I smudge my cards, but I also will smudge my person. I will smudge my home. I've been known to smudge my office in the past. People smudge their vehicles. I haven't done that yet. Different objects. And as I was saying, it releases negative energies, but I've also just found out recently that it also repels bacteria. So it can clean your space, it can clean the air in your environment. So yeah, so it's like a win-win situation. It's an ancient practice, so it's been around forever and ever. This is nothing new. And I'm by far an expert on smudging. I've just been to a few ceremonies where they've done it and where they've talked about it and just kind of fell in love with it. I personally use a lot of sweetgrass, not a lot of sweetgrass, I personally use a lot of cedar and sage only because it's readily available to me. I grow sage throughout the year and our lake house is surrounded by cedar. So what I do is I'll pick the cedar and the sage and I'll dry it. I'll hang it to dry, wrap it, hang it to dry, and it takes quite a while for it to get to the point where you can burn it, because if there's any moisture left in it, it won't burn. It just doesn't burn right. So you have to be sure that it's completely dry. Now, if you don't want to pick your own, you can purchase supplies in a lot of new age stores. Here in Dryden, I have bought stuff from All That Is, Yvonne at All That Is. She has stuff there that you can purchase. Hi Yvonne, hopefully you're watching this. Yeah, so basically when I smudge, I like to represent the 4 elements. The first element being water, and that's where this beautiful shell comes in. I purchased this from Yvonne. So this represents the water. My sage stick represents the earth. And I like to use a candle when I burn my sage sticks or my cedar sticks. So you don't need to use a candle, you can use a lighter, a match, whatever, and just get it going. See, and you can see the smoke, and the smoke represents the air. So yeah. So basically what I do when I smudge is I will try to connect with the universe, to connect to spirit guides, source, and I'll just ask them to please release all the negative energies in this space or around my person or around the object. Like, as you know, I often will, like I was saying, I'll smudge my tarot cards. So I just try to stay present and I just really concentrate on releasing those negative energies, okay? I love the smell of it. And after I smudge my space or myself, everything just feels so much lighter, almost renewed. Often, at my workplace, if somebody came in upset or with dark energy, after they would leave, I would smudge that area to release that energy, because you don't want the next person coming in and feeling heavy. You want your space to feel clean and open and welcoming. So that's what I would often do, and I do that with my home as well. Not that I get a lot of people coming in here with dark energies, but sometimes people come to the door and you just don't know what's coming in. As well, I get most of my stuff, like I said, I grow my sage or the cedar trees around our cottage, and you can use whatever. I've even went out and picked different plants from the environment and dried those out. Rose hips. You can put lavender in. I've mixed them all together. I do find though that those don't burn as well as the sage. My preference is sage. So yeah, if you've been thinking about doing this, but you didn't know what to do, you didn't know the right practice for it. There can be so many rules around this, so many rules around different practices. And you know what? Me, I let that all go out the window, and basically I just connect with Source and I ask, for it to release the negative energies, keep the positive energies, and so go out into the forest, for a nature walk. I've been on a medicine walk, which I absolutely loved, and I would love to do it again. We are surrounded by our environment. We have so many natural healing plants out there. My husband gets chaga for us, and we drink that on a daily basis. There's just so much out there that's available, and just do a little research and talk to some people, perhaps some elders in your community, and see what's out there, and play with it. Just be safe and research it. And I just find it really interesting, and it helps me connect with Mother Earth. It really gives me a connection with Mother Earth, and it's all good. So I think that's all, guys. I think that's all I wanted to talk about. I'm not sure if I mentioned that some people will also use sweetgrass or tobacco. I know sweetgrass does grow in our environment, so that's something that I'm going to go look for next summer and try some of that out. So yeah, just be creative, and if you have any questions, I'll try to answer them as best I can. Like I said, I'm not an expert on this by far, but maybe I can point you in the right direction or refer you to somebody who is more of an expert on it. And let me know if, I'd love to hear your experiences with smudging and your thoughts on it. So yeah, that's about it. I'm not going to keep you guys any longer. I hope you all have a great evening, and love you all. Namaste. Bye-bye, guys.